welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm back with another crochet with me, and we are going to be making a granny square tote bag. Believe it or not, this is actually really quick to make, so if you're a beginner I 100% recommend this project, especially if you have a little bit of yarn lying around the house. This took me about 5 hours to make, and me being a slow crocheter, that is actually really quick. It's really not that bad to finish something in 5 hours. So I've been trying to look for a new show to watch for the longest time, so I began browsing Netflix and I stumbled across Gilmore Girls and I decided to give it a go. This does not fit my genre of shows at all. I am such a true crime person. I could binge watch true crime documentaries for days on end. I love it so much. I love how it's like so interesting because you get to see how murderers and killers think and how interrogation techniques work in order to get a person to confess, and even down to the police that show up on the scene and how they have to remain calm in every situation. I just find it so interesting, and I had a phase where I wanted to be a homicide detective, which I don't want to be anymore, but it wouldn't be a bad job to me. So I probably watch like every single true crime thing on Netflix, even down to the shows that they make of like famous serial killers. They are a little bit inaccurate, but some of them are really fun to watch. But yeah, I started watching Gilmore Girls. Episode 1 was really boring, to be honest. But as I'm continuing the series, it's not that bad. Alright, anyways, let's talk crochet. So I began crocheting 3 medium-sized granny squares, and I used this yarn that requires a 4mm hook, and each square that I did 8 rounds, so it's a nice size for like a little handbag. It took me 5 episodes of Gilmore Girls to crochet these 3 squares, and it did take me longer than usual because I have made this bag before, but it took me longer than usual because I was not feeling well at all. I don't even know how I managed to crochet. I was so sick. These squares are really easy to make. I'll even link the pattern in the description box below, or whilst I'm editing I'll just add the pattern on the screen so you guys can make one too. So after I made the squares, I decided to sew them all together, but I decided to use this this off-white yarn instead of pink because I just love like the contrast between pink and off-white, and it reminded me of these like cardigans. I forgot the name, but I'm gonna put an image on the screen. You know when you just have like a plain cardigan and then you have stitching in a different color? That's what it reminded me of, and I thought that it goes so well together. So after I single crocheted this bag together, I decided that it needed something extra, so I crocheted a bow, and I have a tutorial on how to make these bows. They're really simple to make, and I just made one in off-white and I sewed it onto the front of the bag. Well, not really sewed. I had to come up with some crazy technique because I don't have a yarn needle and they don't seem to sell it in yarn shops here, which is really annoying. So I've been trying to improvise a lot when I've been crocheting lately. After that, I began crocheting the strap, and the strap finished all of my pink yarn, and I love this yarn so much. It's so soft. But yes, now it's completely finished. So it is a little bit smaller than I would have wanted it, but it's perfectly fine. It's fine. It works. Once I completely finished the strap, I haven't attached it yet, but I decided to take a little bit of a break and I baked some chocolate chip cookies. Baking is like my second favorite hobby. I love it almost as much as I love crocheting, which says a lot. Maybe I should even start a baking YouTube channel, but I make so many things: cupcakes, cakes, cookies, even gingerbread houses and stuff. It's just really fun. So I ended up using a whole Cadbury chocolate bar in these cookies, and they turned out really good and they taste really good too. So after I took that little break, I went back to crocheting and I attached the strap to the bag using single crochets or slip stitches. I tried both, but I think I preferred slip stitches. Single crochets just made it look a little bit bulky and I didn't like that. And the last thing for me to do was to single crochet all around the bag in the contrasting color, and I think it turned out so nice. I love how it looks with the pink, and this isn't really my style again, but I think it came out really cute. I'd have to wear a specific outfit if I wanted to wear this bag, but I love how it turned out. It's really quick to make, and this bag actually did not take me 5 hours. It took me 4 days because I was so ill. I had to take a break from crocheting because I physically could not do it. But yeah, but if I was not ill, trust me, I would have finished it in a day. And I have made this bag in the past, and I made it with strawberries on it. I did not do a tutorial for this because I was just winging it, to be honest. I didn't even know what was going on, but surprisingly it turned out really, really good. So I wish I did do a tutorial on how to make this, especially the strawberries on it. I love how this bag turned out. But yeah, that is the end of today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I 100% recommend that you make this project. It's really fun and really easy to make. And as always, I will see you in the next one.